Hey guys, welcome back to another Summoners War video. We are on a Europe server account today, Amico LOL, and we are going to be doing a generic account review. I'm going to say that this account really just needs to do one thing, and it's a very common mistake. Maybe saying it's a mistake is a long shot because there's no really wrong way to play the game, but if you want to progress in this game, for this account, I do believe that he really needs to be living. See that I'm emphasizing living? He needs to live there. He needs to use all that 5,000 crystals in R5. So guys, Amico LOL, he's been playing for a very long time. I do think he's an avid player. Maybe he's taking some time off right now due to the fact a lot of people are taking, time off. Summoners War is definitely losing some players. But he does have 2 LD Nat5s. He's been playing for 2,900 days. His best score in Arena was C3. I do think this score is low. I'll talk about why. But this is Europe. So what I'm saying might not make sense at all. Because it's a total different server. If I'm talking based on my global experience, it just might not be applicable to this server. However, at least from the core of it, I do think that it's a little low. RTA, same thing. I do believe that's a little low. A lot low actually. I do think he should at least have a gold star or maybe 2 gold stars. Special League, same thing. But he was in a G3 Siege or G3 guild one part of his Summoners War life. His current guild is G1. Early in the season, so it actually might be a G3 guild. Not sure. So if you look at his box, there are a lot of units that he doesn't have. He doesn't have Cardinal. He doesn't have Douglas. No Chi-U. If you look at the water units, he does not have the water cookie. He does have more. That's good. No Abilio, no Molong, no Ariel. The only healer that I think that we could use is the Praha right now if we do go a tank type of defense. For Wind, again, a lot of things missing. He does have Chung Pong, Dominic, no Oliver. He does have Peng Bek, Tiana, and Leo, which is great. Light, no LD, no Light Nat5 other than the ones that are given to you for free. He does have Molly though. And I'm pretty sure he's sad that Molly got nerfed. I do think she'll still work in that 4 siege defenses. But again, not as good as before. And then Dark, he has 2 LD Nat5s. We saw the Vivichel, and also there is the Grogan. The Grogan or Grogan, however you want to pronounce it. I do think that he should make an AO with this unit. I think you should try both slow and fast because you do have Leo and you also have Tiana. And just see which one looks better. I do want to test the limits with the second turn team because I like to know how hard my Grogan can hit. If I could focus all my damage and not care about speed, who knows? Maybe 1 damage dealer will be just enough. Although you do have to account for tankiness in this case. So those were his units. Now let's take a look at the runes, and I'm going to be showing you guys why I said that he needs to focus on R5, live in R5. So if you look at speed, Swift, 31, could be 32. And if I had a rune like this, I'll be farming R5 just to get that +5. The next one is still decently fast, 27, could be 28. Even runes like this, if I could get enough of it, I'll definitely slap the +5. Let's go to slot 3. Another one could be 29. This could be 28. So a lot of good runes. This one right here, 32. Another 31, but it could be 32. Is it crit rate rune too? I mean, who knows? You might get a Gianna. But I really do believe this is an awesome rune. And you could also tell by their grinds. They're just heroes, not even max heroes. I will work on perfecting runes because it looks like that will be the easiest way to improve your awesome collection of runes. This could be 27. Finding slot 6, this could be 25. Slot 6 is a little weak, so if you want to improve on that, I think that is one thing you could go for. Violent is another rune set that I think has a lot of room for improvement. This could be a 28. This has a +3, guys. A +3. This could be a 28. This could be another 27, but it's 25 with a +3. So that's actually really depressing to see. Slot 3 could be 25, could be 20, sorry, could be 26, 26, 26. And you can see from the grinds, you know, some are missing max hero grinds, and I do believe these are worthy of at least max hero, guys, right? You guys have to agree on that. 26 should be, or 25, even 25 should be worthy of a max hero grind. Slot 6 could be a 26 again. The other rune is pretty lackluster. Slot 5, another 26. Low gem, low grinds all over. This could be another 26. Low grinds. Could be a 23. I won't go for a legend here, but it still could be 23. And this is a +4. All over the place. The grinds are low. The gems are low. It's a clear answer that you have to focus on R5. Slot 6 could be a 29. Low grinds again. Oh my goodness, this is depressing. 28. Okay, at least here you gave a legend grind. That's good. I do believe maybe going for efficiency in these kind of runes are better, and try to get like the accuracies from innates or from the 135s, just to make your fastest rune more efficient. But this is just a way you play. I chase for efficiency. If you don't, and if you are using the runes on a particular unit, then that's fine. This could also be a 26. Low grinds. Yeah. It's sad to see, sad to see. Let's take a look at Will. Again, 26. Low grind. Slot 1's a little weak because it only has one rune. That's good. This could be a 29. Yes, finally a max grind on a worthy rune. But the grinds are low nonetheless. You do have some legend grinds that are, well, not some. You have 1, 2 legend grinds that are laying around to improve those runes. This could be a 28. Nice, another will rune that has a max speed. I want you to do this for all the runes that I just pointed out, because they are all worthy of this max grind. This is a 5-star rune, so maybe not this one, but at least go for a +4. Give it a better gem, at least a hero gem. I still think 24 is worthy of a hero gem and a hero grind. Slot 6, 28, missing that legend, and the gem is low. 27, gem is low. It's just shown through his 3 core sets that he's missing grinds, but his runes are awesome. Just having like these 2-3 runes that are fast, efficient. I see that his rune quality is no joke. It's just that he's not doing R5, which I am kind of blasted about. We'll take a look at one more rune set, which is Despair. Okay, 26. This could be 25. This could be 28. Ooh, I don't like the accuracy gem there. I do believe going for the defense gem and also grinding this with hero legend grinds are the way to go. Okay, 1 fast rune. Slot 4 is a little weak. Slot 5. Okay, 27 right there. Again, I don't like accuracy going in there. I would rather have, you know, attack percent or HP percent. This one looks okay. Just give it better grinds, because you gave it 1 legend. Why don't you go for a legend for everything else? I mean, if you want, I think that if you give a rune, if you give a rune 1 legend grind, you have graded it that is worthy enough for legend grinds all around. So if you started on 1 rune, finish it before you move on to the next one. I could just tell that this rune is not finished because it doesn't even have max hero grinds. Slot 6. Again, I don't like these accuracy. Well, this one is fine accuracy, because the only thing that you can really put in is currently this defense percent. And if you don't like defense, sure. And if you're gonna use it on the water use specifically, okay, makes sense. But there is the aspect of artifacts. If you could get the extra 6% accuracy from artifacts, I would most definitely switch this out for a defense gem. Okay, so those are the runes. A lot of things to work on. Definitely. I'm not joking when I say that you have to live in R5, and I say this to multiple accounts. This is just a reiteration if there are people that are taking R5 not seriously, because they should. Because if they have a good pool of runes, At a certain point, you don't have to farm more until you get those done. Like, the chances of you getting another fast rune will just take so much longer. I believe the process to farm R5 will be a lot shorter in improving your account overall than finding another 27, 28 speed rune, because that is really, really tiresome. And I think that could actually, you know, cause you to leave the game because you just don't see any upgrades, improvements. But if you do R5, that improvement might come in within a week, you know, within a couple days. And yes, the improvement is small. It's like a couple percentages. When you add those up, it's actually a pretty big, significant improvement. And you'll see that in RTA, most likely, or even in siege defenses, siege offenses, just PvP in general. So I do think if you guys already have a good amount of good runes, a couple in each slot, then I would focus on R5, because I think that is the easiest way, the most easiest way to improve your account. Arena, this is his defense. I don't like this because he's going fast, then tanky. But he doesn't have a really great arena lead, which is probably why he is stuck at this state. He doesn't have Cardinal, he doesn't have Wind Monkey. So I guess going a fast defense is fine, but if you're going to go a fast defense, make everything fast. If you look at this, his defense rate is only 1%. F3, even at F3, 30%. And when he rushed, 27%. He actually didn't get attacked much. So this is a good sign. This is a good sign. Okay, so let's go and pick out a defense that I would run personally. Taking a look at this Vanessa, definitely an AO type of Vanessa because it's on triple fight. I don't think you're looking for your Juno to be, you know, dishing out like crazy damage. Spare Nemesis Juno, not too shabby, a little low on the crit rate, a little low on the speed, but tanky. Triana, not on 100 res, which I do think is kind of annoying. I think 100 res is the way to go, especially in defense, and also when you're pairing it with a Darien. Darien also not on 100 res. I think this defense will definitely not get any wins as you climb. 100 res is minimal for these two in a defense when they're paired. Because imagine, yes, most of the time, 8 out of 10, everything will get defense broken and it wouldn't matter. Well, it will still matter because after everybody getting defense broken, the Triana also needs to get reset for you to freely, or for the opponent to freely go for the Darien. But in the last two times, it is really important where either the Darien does not get defense broken, or the Triana does not get defense broken, or the Triana does not get reset, which then leaves the opponent in the pinnacle, right? It either takes them really long to, well, not really long, but it could take them another round of offense turns to get the win, or they could even lose. Knowing that, what can we go for? We're assuming this is gonna, this is gonna be a tanky defense, but you don't have a great lead. We saw that he didn't have Cardinal. We saw that he didn't have the Wind Monkey. So what else can we give him? Oh, that's 38% lead. But this gets really hard because there's like no damage, so it's not a good unit, to be honest. I mean, you could try for the defense lead and give all the HP through runes. It is fully skilled up. And then what would be the last one? The bad thing is that's a wind unit, so the last one definitely needs to be a fire unit, which I think should be like a Perna or a Rakan. But I do think this is not the way to go. In your case, because you have great Swift runes, Swift will runes, I would just go fast. I think fast is the way to go. For you, specifically. Now, when you're going fast, I think Molly still goes really well in a fast defense. Because you're striving to move first. I think Nora is also good. And then you could either put Clara or actually, you could even put Amd right here. So the lead is going to be Samath. I think Samath is the aggressive one. Like that. But here, you don't have to go for this girl anymore. Well, you don't have damage again. So let's take those two out. Let's see when you put in Clara. Let's say you have a fast Clara. This is not fast enough, but let's say this is faster. And what would be the greatest last unit here? To be honest, not a lot of options. I mean, you could go with Cocky. Or you could go with Rakan. Maybe a little more synergizing if you have the Molly. I think these type of defenses will actually bring in more wins than that tanky defense. Because at least they all synergize. You could even replace the Molly for something else, if you would like. Another damage dealer would work. You could try playing with the Camilo in your tanky team if you decide to go a tanky team. This could be fun too, because by putting this, you will not get second turn cleaved with the Leo, right? Because the Ritesh will put up defense buff, which makes it really, really hard for a second turn team to win against, to go through that defense buff. Something like that. I think I'll try to play around with it a little. A theory craft a little more. You could go the generic, Savannah Kaki or Savannah Rakan if you want to. But I do think that type of defense has a wall and it does get cleared easily as you climb. Do you have a Halfus? No, I don't think I saw a Halfus. I mean, you could even try Amdu out here, right? To try and counter the people that actually outspeed you. You have a lot of options to go for. Now, for offense. I don't know what this offense is. I'm not going to act like I saw that. So this one looks okay. But how fast is your Tiana? 203. Doesn't look too fast. And how hard does your Grogan hit? Should we test it? You should outspeed, right? On your defense. So let's check it out. If you had a Christina, I would just pull back the... Dude, what is that resistance? How much accuracy does your Galleon have? Could even clear that. Something's wrong. What? How did these two resist? What is happening? I must be dreaming. Let's try that again. Okay, yeah, that's more like it. Your Grogan hits for so little. I mean, now I know why you gave the double or triple fight to your Vanessa. Obviously, it was for the Grogan, right? Man, that's bad. That's really bad. That's really bad. That's really bad. It hits for so little. Is it because it's on a Swift set? Is your raid set that bad? Are your towers done? They are done. You're not buying your Devilmons, which you should be. I'll buy for you because you might forget. Because I do think buying this is like truly the #1 thing you have to do as a Summons War player. But I think your Grogan hits for too little. When you run this, does the Samath go in front? No. So it's not even gonna help. I don't like these teams. I don't like them at all. Even the... Oh, okay, you're running this. I like that. I like this a lot. But not on double will. If you're not seeing success with this team, it's because you're not following my rules. I keep saying that double will on Leo is really important. But people tend to, go with Vampire or Violent and believe that it can still work. And yeah, in certain cases it still can work, but it doesn't become as reliable as I showcase it in my videos. And that causes problems because people are like, hey, why isn't my defense working? And it just starts going onto the side. And now you can't confidently bring it out on the defenses that I say that you could clearly win 99% of the time. And by just not having double will, that goes down to like 50% because your Leo will just get controlled, get defense broken first turn, and they'll just go for it. And once your Leo dies, you're not taking a turn. You're done for. So guys, if you're making the second turn team, double will is the #1 rule you have to keep. I don't care about anything else. Just, you have to have double will. Come on. And okay, Rad is not doing damage. This is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. It's not on the will set. Your damage dealer at least needs to be on the will set. You have to rebuild this team if you want to make it work. So I'll make like 3 teams, just 3. You don't need more than 3. Okay, a second turn team, a fast team with the Grogan seems okay. Yeah, and then So when I say fast team, it's with a Tiana, or if you get a Chiyu, or you could try Moore, but I think Moore is a little inconsistent. Moore is definitely the more consistent stripper. So Chiyu, Escher, Galleon, Grogan is the way to go for like really fast teams. And then your second fast team, or the mediocre team that I like to call it, just with the Tiana, Galleon, Pungback, Zeros. I think that's just the easiest one to go for. Knowing that Mollies are now dead, it's so much easier for Pungbacks to thrive in this meta. However, Water Cookie still exists, and that can still screw you over. If you want to go through that, you might want to make a bomb team, because I saw you have Sierra. You have the Fire, Puppeteer, and those all are part of it. And yeah, that's about it. I wouldn't make anything else. So you might maybe four offenses is the way to go. A bomb team, a fast team, a mediocre Tiana team, and then your second turn team. But right now you have too many that are like very similar in variation. I'm pretty sure you don't use many of these. There are just a couple that you always use. So just condense your box, make it more concise, and focus your runes on the right offenses to get a clear result. RTA, 50% win rate. That's really low for the rune quality that we've seen. That's really low. Box looks neat for sure, but you're definitely not playing the game right if you don't have a 50% win rate with the rune quality that you currently have, or you're not picking and banning correctly. It can also be a huge thing. So pick the playstyle you want to play. You want to go fast, then focus more on the speed lead with Etna, with the Win Robo, Samath, more control, right? Pungback, more. Maybe go with the Swift, Vertihill, Savannah. Focus runes on that. Focus rune on the core team that you want to start with, and then start runing other things for pivots like the Miles, right? Or Masha. I personally think the box is way too big, even for now, when you don't know how to pick and ban. And it gets much harder when your box is way too big, because now you don't know what to pick, because you just have so many options. So if you make the box concise enough, you'll get a clear understanding on what is good in certain situations. And then once you learn and perfect that small box, you could start adding on to that and learn more about the other picks. That's even something that I need to do. My box gets like horrendously big. I start off small, but it starts getting big. And as it gets big, I notice that what I'm picking is currently the same. So you also have to learn, as you're making your box bigger, you have to learn and actually force yourself to pick other units that might be better in certain situations. Because as you start playing, you'll know that, oh, my pick on this hasn't been working. Why am I still wanting to pick this? It's because you're so used to a unit, you're hoping for a proc that could change the game. And yes, it will probably have a big impact if it does proc. But, violent procs doesn't happen all the time. It more seems like it only happens on the opponent's side. So then you have to, figure out a unit that you could rely on that does not have to rely on procs to give you an edge to win the game. So hope you start off with a much smaller box, and to do that, I think understanding what playstyle you want to play is the easiest way. And once you understand that, you can pick out 15-20 units and just go with that playstyle, and then you start to learn how to pivot and figure out what you're having a hard time against, and figure out units that are good against those hard times, and then just continue learning on the picking and banning process. But that just means you have to play more. You have to play more, and then you also have to learn how to rune up your units correctly. Fast team, speed tune your things correctly. And slow team also, make sure your strippers are going in front of your damage dealers, controllers. I mean, this is the same rule that applies for a fast team and slow team. But just know that strippers are meant to go first, because you want to get rid of their will, whatever immunity, whatever buffs they have, and then your damage dealer controllers go after. But that was it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. It was pretty clear what this person needed to focus on. It can't be more apparent than that, because he just had awesome runes. His runes, I think many of the slots were even better than mine. It's just that he never worked on it to perfect them. And I, again, think this is where a lot of players are stuck at. But they're still so into farming better runes, because, I mean, the more of those runes you have, the better. Especially if you're going to like siege defenses and RTA. But that could tire you out. and you don't see results, while you're farming, you still play RTA and Siege, and you start losing, and you're like, why is my account so bad? Why do I suck? But in reality, you could work on R5 and perfect those good runes, and then you will see immediate improvement. It won't be a huge improvement. Let's say you have a 24 speed on a slot 5 on a Swift set, but then you suddenly got a 30 speed. That's a big improvement. But how long would that take? Right? That'll take forever. But let's say you already have a rune that has 26 speed, but you give it a +3. Yes, the improvement isn't 5 speed difference, but that 1-2 speed addition from a legend grind can give you an edge on taking first turn. And so people that are in the same situation, I hope that you guys understand that farming R5 and perfecting runes is just as important as getting another fast rune. And I have to tell you, it is much more satisfying to see when you finish a rune. You're like, dang, I'm done. And it actually looks really nice. When you look at his runes right now, I have to say, it doesn't feel nice. Like, look at this rune. Does this feel good? It doesn't. Because this could technically be 23 HP, 23%. Give it a legend grind, legend gem. I mean, assuming they're all max. But even if this not max, we could optimistically say we could at least get 20% HP, 9% more. And then 32 here, 550 here, or 500 let's say. That's at least a 10% improvement on this rune alone. And it will look nice. 32 speed, 20% HP, 600 flat HP. That's a stacked rune. And you'll feel nice about that. So I hope that this account owner will start farming R5 and learn the happiness of completing these runes and come back to the game, play more. I'm pretty sure if he finds enjoyment in that, he'll come back. Hope you guys enjoyed the video till now. If you guys watched till now, please like and subscribe. Also consider joining my Patreon to support me and my channel, or if you want to get an account review like this, or just in general if you want to see more content. I hope to see you guys next time.